Ayesha, Howard, I hope you use some of that money you finna get for your daughter's therapy. Because your daughter is most definitely going to need it, because growing up with a famous father who really just rejected you to the public is no small thing. I know you made this selfish decision because of the money, but some of us are actually worried about your daughter's mental health, because imagine everybody telling you your whole life your daddy never loved you and he never wanted you, and like we all know it to be true, like it's not even a rumor. You have to sit there and watch your sibling get picked up by their famous dad, and your daddy's literally never coming to get you because he literally never wanted you, and your mother knew this, is crazy. And then like this man is only 23 and he claims the other child he has, and he's doing so publicly, and to have to know that he's going to have other children and claim them publicly, like what are you going to say to your daughter when she's old enough to know what the hell is going on? And like, enjoy motherhood while you can, because to be honest, I'm 98% sure your daughter is going to grow up and resent you and not want to have any communication with you, and is going to probably be trying to do everything she can to try and have some relationship with her father when she becomes an adult.
So the situation with Anthony Edwards and Ayesha Howard is getting crazy, right? You got a lot of women online calling her a gold digger, saying that she's all about the money. You know, she shouldn't have had that baby. You know, you see Anthony Edwards, he's under fire because he's saying that he don't want nothing to do with her. He don't want nothing to do with the baby. He's going to pay $1 million in child support that he would have to pay for the baby, to the baby being 18. He's just going to give her one large lump sum and get her up out of there, right? So she went online and said that those allegations are false, and she's being attacked. Now, as you can see from the first woman, she was saying that this baby's going to need therapy. You women are out here just running wild. Your body, your choice, and you're choosing to be 304s and straggle buggies and all straggle daggers and all these different things, right? You're choosing to be a booger wolf. You out here just wilding out, right? So a lot of women are criticizing her. But she's, you know, she's standing strong, and she's on social media saying this.
How's Aunt? Great. Well, greatly appreciated. I don't need anything. I got a kid. I got a cat, a kid, and a dog already. I got 3 babies. 3. I do not need something that's not trained. So I want to put my son's name over my eyebrow real bad. What y'all think? Should I get a mirror right here? It's going to be small, like this big. Or is that like ghetto? Because you know this tattoo's super ghetto in my eyes. But it's cute at the same time. Nobody really knows I have a FaceTime unless they see it. But I just want to get my son's name right here so bad. So they could be like, who's Amir? My son? My son. I was going to do it here. Right under the eye is crazy. That's crazy. I could do it right here too, though. I just want it somewhere where it's like, everybody's going to see it. And I don't want any more arm tattoos. Y'all want to see my tattoos? So I got this ghetto-ass SMD on my finger, which I think y'all know what that means. I got my ex tatted on my arm. His birthday, though, not his name. I got a whole back tattoo. I got hella tattoos.
See, you know, for years, I went online and I talked about black male accountability, but I also talked about black female accountability. And I would get pushback, right, from women. Whenever I talked about the men, they was with me. Yeah. When I talked about women, I lost half of my following. Women stopped listening to me. A lot of women stopped following me because I was holding them accountable as well, right? And I said, see, y'all don't like a lot of things I'm saying about these women until it's time for your son to go into the dating market, because women know women. And women now is calling this woman out because they got sons and they went with their sons that got money to be with this type of woman, right? So what I was saying, I was right the whole time. Why you just couldn't listen to the king, right? You got a black man who got a black wife holding down the family, trying to give great advice to the sisters, but because I'm a man, y'all won't listen to me. But now when you see this, right, you got women talking like this.
So look, did y'all see the video with Anthony Edwards' baby mama, Ayesha Howard? Did y'all see it? Look, all I'm going to say is this. I wasn't wrong. Like, you can't have seen that video and saw my video and thought I was wrong. Like, I wasn't wrong. But I am going to say this to the fellas. Y'all was loving that video I did about her praying on him. And I was right. She did. But y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better, fellas. Come on now. We all know what happened in the situation. That smile and other things got him caught up as soon as he saw her. And she's an attractive young lady. Yes, she is. And she used her feminine wiles to get what she wanted and needed out of him. Yeah. And I'm sure it was very easy. It was easy. He's only 23. It was easy. But it ain't hard with most men. Right? Right, ladies? It ain't hard with most men. Y'all gotta do better, fellas. Y'all gotta do better. But yeah, if you saw that video with Ayesha Howard that she put out, I believe yesterday, I guess, again, I wasn't wrong.
So with all the ridicule that Ayesha Howard was getting, she took the social media. She took the social media and really got at some of these women. Man, it was ugly. Man, she said some stuff that cut deep, right? It cut deep. And even I had to listen to it, right? And I said, man, I got to reevaluate what I'm going to say in this video. Because what she said, man, I got to take the gloves off. Listen to this.
Probably getting this attention because of who I am and who I am attached to. But just generally speaking, the second a woman decides to make the decision about her body and her child, y'all turn into weirdos. Do you want a man to tell you what to do with your body or not? Do you want the right or not? I've also come to realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right? From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check. Oh yeah, baby, I'm on one tonight. We gonna talk about it. Cause see, I sat back and I watched y'all in your dirty bonnets, lay back on your headboards, or in your cars with the cloth seats. I saw you. And you voiced your opinion about what you would have did if you were in my situation with my options that you do not have, and you probably never will. How you gonna tell me what you would have did with my situation when you had a baby for your weed man, or you had a baby for that dude that be robbing everybody?
I'm gonna say something right, because a lot of you red pill guys will always tell women you get as high as your baby father is. So if your baby father's a truck driver or a bus driver or he work at the prison guard or something, that's what you get. Well, her first baby father was a multi-millionaire, and she attracts these high-income type men. These are the type of men that she attracts. So she gets as high as her baby father. That's the argument, right? Now, women like her is no different than a dope boy. She's a hustler. She's out there getting to how she lives, right? And she's able to attract a type of man that 80% of these women that's criticizing her wish that they could attract, right? When she made those comments, and see, people tell me I'm wrong, but I'm looking at the behavior of a lot of these women. I'm looking at the hypocrisy. Most of these women ain't living by the word of God, right? They not out when they say their body, their choice. They're making choices. The choices that they're making with their body is not for the approval of God. No, they're wilding out. They're doing all kinds of stuff. But when the accountability show up, it's always all the men's fault. Well, it's the men's fault because he didn't have to do what he had to do. He didn't have to let loose in it. Well, you control who you allow between your legs and who lets loose in you, right? There's accountability on both sides, right? She's a woman that attracts a certain type of man. So when these women was coming at her, she made those statements. Well, you got a baby by the weed man. You got a baby by this guy, or you got a baby by this guy. This is high as you get. A lot of women don't like that because it sting, right? But this is the thing. This is why it tell you stop watching the world and watch what you got. Now, those comments she made, if you 10 toes down and you love yourself and you with the right person, it wouldn't even matter. If it got to you, then that means that you need to reevaluate your choices and things that you do in your life. I'm going to say it again. If what she said got to stung and got to you as a woman, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and know you have to make some changes, right? Because, see, this is the thing. She's like I said, she's living no different than a dope boy. She's out there chasing. But she's in a position right now, she's getting a little older, she's going to age out. But she's in a position where she can attract a certain type of man. And these dummies keep putting babies in her, right? And she getting them child support checks. She don't care nothing about a relationship. She don't care nothing about love. She don't care nothing about none of that. Man, she's a hustler. She getting that money. She's using what she got to get what she wants, right? And it's always, these type of women always existed. You can be like this woman, you don't have, but you don't have to be. It's about choices. She's choosing, right, to be like to do this. Now she might not be out here just sleeping with all kinds of men, but she might be the type of woman that only dates certain men that's in a certain tax bracket, certain zeros behind the comma. She dates certain men. That's it, right? And she attracts these guys, and these guys put their DNA in her, and she gets a baby, right? So that's just what it is. Every woman ain't gonna attract those type of men, and every woman ain't supposed to attract those type of men. Now, she may be miserable behind the scenes. We don't know. But her get back at a lot of these women for criticizing her was, some of it was on point. And the reason why I'm saying that, because a lot of you women aspire to be 304s. But you can't get to that level. But then you criticize her for doing what she was doing when you live in that same type of life. You just got a baby by Kenny. The neighborhood stick up boy. or Harold. He been upstate. And your baby 5 years old since you was pregnant. Like, it's just, man, we got a whole bunch of stuff that go on in the hood, man. We got a whole bunch of stuff that go on in the hood. And like I said, man, if you ain't like living right and want to keep your eye on God and be married, you have a baby by a man and y'all stick together and stay together, then listen, this is what you get. Like, and we live in a time now where women don't care nothing about commitment. They just frisbee the coochie away, right? And if a baby come, it's all about the bag. They don't care nothing about the baby's feelings. They don't care nothing about the emotional development of a child. Hell no. They care about themselves. It's their body, their choice. And can't nobody tell me what to do. So I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.